News on the pandemic this morning. Nearly all Americans now live in areas with low or medium COVID levels. Take a look here at this map to see where your county stands, your state. The areas in red still have high community transmission. So what does that mean? Well, Nevada and California lifted their mask rules recently based on the numbers. Oregon and Washington announcing plans to follow. And this recently happened in Florida.
You do not have to wear those masks. I mean, please take them off. Honestly, it's not doing anything, and we got to stop with this COVID theater. So if you want to wear it, fine, but this is ridiculous.
All right, that's Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis earlier this week telling students to take off their mask. Officials in Chicago, meanwhile, Boston, Los Angeles, and D.C. have declared the end to mask mandates. The CDC guidance says, yes, it's time to ditch them, depending, though. Dr. Frita Fisher joins me now. Doctor, good to see you. Does this depend on really where you live and your risk level?
Absolutely, Susan. It depends on your risk level, whether or not you're a healthy person or immunocompromised. It also depends on the community, the level of transmission, hospitalizations, and very importantly, even if you are a healthy person who is at low risk for getting very ill from COVID, it depends on the people with whom you surround yourself. If you have immunocompromised people at home, if you are a physician and you work and you take care of patients who are immunocompromised, then you need to make sure that you wear masks when appropriate. The problem is a lot of people think that the CDC is talking to everyone when they say relax on the mask mandate, but it's a
Yeah,
select
the
few.
messaging is a bit confusing because I hear from physicians like yourself who do work in that setting and say, wait a minute, not so fast. It's not for everyone. And we've been through this before. Do you see another variant down the road, or is this the beginning of the end for this, as we're all hoping?
Right. I'm so optimistic. I hope it's the beginning of the end. But indeed, we have seen this movie before to an extent because we remember before when there were a certain relaxation on mask mandates. And then, of course, we got the other variants, we got Omicron, and we had to put them right back on. So my fear is that people will forget that science is dynamic. Just because mandates change, it doesn't mean that the scientists or the CDC are wishy-washy. It means that viruses are wishy-washy and we have to flow and change. But there are still variants, even though right now we don't have the variants of concern as much. And we know that transmission is down significantly with Omicron. That's exciting. But we also have to remember that we're doing less testing. And so when we find that the cases are decreasing, so are the testing levels. And so it's not really necessarily congruent.
That's an excellent point. Dr. Frida Fisher, thank you. Good to see you.